The techniques of Dianetics are easy to do. You and a friend will team up together and follow the basic steps of the procedure. This is called auditing, and any two reasonably intelligent people can do it. The term auditing comes from a word which means to listen. In auditing, the person running the session is called the auditor. The person receiving auditing is called a pre-clear, because he has not yet been cleared of his reactive mind. Now let's look at the 10 basic steps of a Dianetics auditing session in detail, so you can see exactly how it's done. These are covered in the book Dianetics, Chapter 5, under the heading Book 3. With your package, you also received a card that looks like this. It lists out what to say and do at each step. You can use this to help you during your sessions. You should get out the card and follow along as we take you through the auditing demonstration. First, the auditor assures the pre-clear that he will know everything that happens.
We will begin the session now. You will remain aware of everything which goes on. You will be able to remember everything that happens here. You can pull yourself out of anything which you get into if you don't like it.
The second step is to have the pre-clear close his eyes.
All right, close your eyes.
The third step is the auditor has to ensure that anything said or done during the session will have no force or control over the pre-clear at a later time after the session. The auditor makes an agreement with the pre-clear to cancel this from occurring.
In the future, when I utter the word canceled, everything that I have said to you while you're in a therapy session will be canceled and will have no force with you. Any suggestion that I have made to you will be without force when I say the word canceled. Do you understand?
Sure do.
In the fourth step, the auditor has to locate and return the pre-clear to an incident. Have the pre-clear find an incident that he feels he can comfortably face. Any incident is okay if the pre-clear feels he can comfortably face it.
We're going to find an incident in your life of which you have an exact record. Then by sending you through it at the moment it happens several times, we're going to reduce it. Locate an incident that you feel you can comfortably face.
All right. Yeah, a meeting where I'm...
The auditor now returns the pre-clear to the incident.
Okay. Go to the beginning of that incident.
Okay.
Now we come to the fifth step, having the pre-clear re-experience the incident from beginning to end, telling the auditor about it as he goes along. Work with the file clerk to get the data. Work with the file clerk to get the data. Work with the file clerk to get the data.
All right. Go through the incident and say what is happening as you go along.
I'm in a meeting, and I'm just feeling stressed out.
The pre-clear has returned to the incident, going through it as it is happening, not simply remembering it.
I just feel tired, like I need to go lie down, and so I excuse myself from the meeting. That's it.
I understand.
Have the pre-clear go back to the beginning of the incident again and recount it. Each time the pre-clear goes through the incident, its negative influence over him is reduced.
Go back to the beginning and go over it. Pick up whatever additional data you can contact.
Notice new data is surfacing.
Okay, I'm at a meeting at work with the marketing department. We're going over a series of new ads, and I'm feeling really stressed out. I'm thinking to myself, this stress is killing me, and I just feel like I need to lie down.
Good. Go back to the beginning and go over it. Pick up whatever additional data you can contact.
The auditor is listening for new information coming out of the incident. As long as new data is coming out, the incident is reducing and should continue to be run.
Oh yeah, an ambulance drives by outside, and one of the guys goes up to close the window, and I remember thinking to myself, I'm so tired. My eyes are so tired, it's like I can't see.
The auditor must ask additional questions as needed to help the pre-clear recover more of the incident. Questions such as, what do you see, what do you hear, or what do you smell, can be asked to help the pre-clear.
All right, what do you see?
I see the guy closing the window. I see the marketing people looking at me. I see the ad layouts on the table. A secretary comes in and spills coffee all over the place, and I'm just feeling so tired. I just feel like I need to go lie down.
Good. Go back to the beginning and go over it. Pick up whatever additional data you can contact.
Well, I'm at a meeting at work, and...
Repeat this step again and again, each time telling the pre-clear to go back to the beginning of the incident and go through it to the end. Continue to run the incident until the pre-clear is cheerful about it. When the pre-clear is cheerful about running that incident, go on to step 6B. Have the pre-clear locate another incident that he can comfortably face.
Let's find another incident that you feel you can comfortably face.
Yeah. The time I broke up with my girlfriend. To this day, I do not understand why I did that.
Okay, go to the beginning of that incident.
Okay.
Audit this new incident by continuing the procedure with step 5, followed by step 6A.
Go through the incident and say what's happening as you go along.
Well, it started out great. I mean, I went to pick her up at her house for dinner, and it was pouring rain.
Run the pre-clear through the incident as many times as it takes to bring the pre-clear to the point where he is cheerful about it.
And we started driving, and some guy runs out into the middle of the road. I almost hit him. And, but it was, I just started to feel really stressed out. It's the same thing. And I'm thinking to myself, this relationship is getting too serious. And life is too short. And I don't want to get stuck in a relationship, and I'm going to regret it later on.
If the pre-clear does not seem to be able to uncover any more about an incident, despite many recountings, and is not becoming more cheerful about it, then find out from the pre-clear if there was an earlier incident, similar to the one you were auditing.
Okay. Is there an earlier incident similar to the one we are auditing?
Yeah, there is. My accident.
Very good. Go to the beginning of that incident.
Okay.
Good. Go through the incident and say what is happening as you go along.
I'm driving home. I'm coming home from a business trip. It's late. I'm tired. There's a storm brewing up ahead. There's thunder and lightning. And then a newspaper comes from out of the blue and lands on my windshield. I can't see. And by the time it blows off, I'm heading straight for a tree.
All right, continue.
And I wake up in the hospital. You know, I'm starting to get like a headache or something.
All right, go back to the beginning and go over it. Pick up whatever additional data you can contact.
Okay, I'm driving home. I'm coming home from a business trip. It's late. I'm tired. I wanted to get home before it was dark, and it's getting late, and so I took a shortcut, and then I got lost. There's a storm up ahead. There's thunder and lightning, and out of the blue, this newspaper blows onto my windshield, and I can't see, and I run into a tree. And my head hits the steering wheel, and I black out. There's blood on my face. It's raining out now, and I feel like the rain is the blood, but I'm inside the car, so I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
As long as new data is still coming out of the incident, the auditor needs to continue to run the incident using steps 5 and 6A.
What do you hear?
Well, I hear the crunch of the metal of the car as I hit the tree and the glass breaking, you know, all at once. And I hear a hissing sound. I guess that's the steam from the radiator.
Good. Continue.
There's blood coming down my face. I can hear a car going by, and someone says, "Oh my God!" And something about getting an ambulance. I don't know where this is going.
What do you feel there?
I can feel my car seat. I can hear the door chime going dong dong dong. Is the door? I opened the door. Yeah, I opened just before I blacked out. I tried to open that door, but I couldn't get out. And then they got me out. They got me onto a stretcher. Yeah. And I can hear some voices in the distance.
What's happening? I can't see. Continue through the incident.
They load me into the ambulance. And then someone starts talking. God, my head is throbbing. Someone says something.
Yeah, stress is killing me.
This stress is killing me. And I'm in the ambulance. I can hear the siren. I can feel it moving. And there's talking. These guys they're talking. One of them's talking about dropping his girlfriend.
You know, life is short, you know? Just don't want to get stuck in a long-term relationship and regret it later.
That's all I can remember.
All right, go back to the beginning and go over it. Pick up whatever additional data you can contact.
Stay with the same engram until the pre-clear is cheerful about it.
Continue through the incident.
Okay, I'm in the ambulance. I can feel it moving. I hear the siren. These guys are talking. And then I don't know, one of them asks the other one. He says, "Why are you going to drop that girlfriend?" And the other one says, "Well, you know, life is short, and
Just don't want to get stuck in a long-term relationship and regret it later.
life is short." That's what I said to my girlfriend when I broke up with her. But that wasn't me. I didn't want to break up with my girlfriend. And the stress is killing me. That's something that I always say, but that was those two guys in the ambulance.
This is the end of the auditing session. The pre-clear is bright, cheerful, and the engram has erased. This is a good time to end off for today since he's really doing well. You don't want to continue the session if the pre-clear has had a win. To end the session, you go on to step 7. The auditor now has to bring the pre-clear back to present time.
Okay, we'll be ending the session shortly. Come to present time.
Okay.
Step 8 is making sure the pre-clear is in present time.
Good. Are you in present time?
Oh, yeah.
The auditor now has to give the pre-clear the word canceled, so that nothing in the session will act as a command or suggestion to the pre-clear at a later time. This is step 9.
Fine. Canceled.
The auditor now should restore the pre-clear to his present time environment. This is step 10, and is the final step of the Dianetics procedure.
When I count from 5 to 1 and snap my fingers, you will feel alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's great.
Wow. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
There you have it. That was a Dianetics auditing session shown with all its parts. In future sessions, other engrams are taken up and handled one by one. With every session, you clear away the destructive influence of your reactive mind and regain more and more of your true potential and ability.